Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, so it is 9 o'clock on the dot. We're getting this ball rolling. It is December 4th. I cannot even believe that. My mind is like literally blown that it is December already. So we've only got a few more of these in 2018. Can you believe it? All right, so we're going to just really jump into things with you guys today. We are going to try and keep these calls, relatively short, but also bring you guys some solid information. So we've got a few things we want to cover with you. The first thing I do want to mention is welcoming, first off, all of our new people that we have on the team. So if you are new, if you're just hopping on, we welcome you to this wonderful family we've got going on here. We love you already and we appreciate you already. So we want to make sure that you are getting started right. And that just means I want to make sure everybody is knowing to check out that welcome post we have in the Dynasty. That has a ton of awesome training.
I did.
Sorry, guys, I'll try and mute as we go. But that has a bunch of awesome training videos on that welcome post that are really, really going to just help you launch your business fast. So be sure you're checking out that welcome post. Utilize your upline. I cannot stress that enough, you guys. Like, you are not bothering us when asking questions. Like, we want you to ask your questions to your upline. That is why your upline is there, is to answer your questions. So reach out to them, get in touch with your upline, tell them what your goals are. And even if you've been around in the biz for a while, like, it's always good to check in with your upline and be like, yo, can I talk to you about goals a little bit some more? Like, check in with them every once in a while. You don't have to be new to do that. Stay plugged in. So if you're on this call, you're staying plugged in, and that's awesome that you're on this call, because these can be tough to get on sometimes, guys. So shout out for being here, and definitely check out the files section in the team page in the Dynasty. Also, we just want to mention about Dallas. Just really quick, Dallas is happening in February. It's the first weekend in February, February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I will be there. I know Jermaine's going, Megan's going, Jenny is going. A lot of us are for sure going. So just planting that seed for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, oh, wow, Candace is going. Yay. So we are going to hopefully have a large group of people there to celebrate and to just enjoy the event together. We are going to be staying in the hotel, so you can go ahead and book everything. Everything's going to be there. We're not going to do a separate house or anything because it is just such a massive group. I am for sure going. That is, again, the February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And the last thing we did want to mention is we know, obviously, all of you guys are, and so are we. We're all wanting to know all of the details on the new compensation plan. If you haven't seen, they did launch a new document in the back office. You can go ahead, download the document, go under the document section in the back office, download the document, go ahead and read it. But know that, like, we still are waiting to hear about some things, and I don't think it's like 100% in concrete yet. So we wanted to just kind of touch base with you that we are letting you guys know as fast as we know. We just don't want to be throwing out information that isn't totally 100% yet, kind of a thing. But we also are well aware that there are changes, and we're well aware that the landing page that we have going on also needs to be updated. So that is on my to-do list this week, to get it done here in the next few days, to kind of get something up there that's updated. And I will be creating like a short video that is just very base levels similar to what we have up there right now, right? Like it is base level to the old compensation plan. And that will be up there hopefully by the weekend. So we just wanted, like I said, just wanted to touch base on that with you guys to let you guys know that it is in the works. It's just been a little crazy and I haven't had a chance to do it since they launched the actual plan. So that is all I have for you guys. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. I'm going to pass it to, did I miss anything, guys? Anything? I don't think so. I'm checking. Yes. Awesome. Oh, you guys. Yes. Michelle. Yay. Angie, everybody. It is going to be so fun. Dallas is amazing. Literally, I know a lot of you guys are like, I cannot afford that, or like, how do people do that sometimes? I can't really afford these things either, but they are a business expense, you guys. So you can use it as a tax write-off as well. Like, don't forget that it is a business trip to go to one of these. So just a little like planting that seed in your head, because they're amazing and they really do rev up a lot of momentum for your business, as you guys have seen. So, all right, Jermaine Boothang, I'm unmuting you. Wait, stop. Okay. There we go.
Am I unmuted?
You're unmuted.
I don't really have much for you guys this week. We have a lot of changes, but we haven't received a lot of updates yet. The only thing I want to bring to you guys is the app. Have you guys all downloaded the Ellepreneur app? It's up and running, but it's not fully functional. You can use it. There's videos there that you can send to your prospect. Amber actually signed up a rep today. Super simple. She sent her information from her app and the girl signed up on the spot. So it's pretty cool. It shows you when the prospect actually watches the video, so you know when you should check back in and follow up with them. There are training videos on there that haven't fully loaded, but that's pretty much what we're waiting for right now. Other than that, everything else is functional. So you can start using it, send it out, play with it a little. I honestly have not taken the time to like fully go through it, only because I'm so used to the landing page and it's what's working for me. But I'm going to go through the app because I want to know what it looks like when I send it to other people, because when people reach out to me, I don't know what to tell them because I don't know what it looks like. So I recommend you take a look at it as well. Try sending it out the next time you have a prospect and see how it goes from there. Amber signed up her customer really quick and she was like, that was easy. So I'm like, maybe it's the app, or maybe she's just one of those people who is ready to buy. We don't know. So try it and see how it works for you. It's not opening for the Android. You're lost on that one. It's called, let me see. My phone just died, but I think it reloaded. If you check the App Store, I want to say it's called Ellepreneur. And it is our company's logo. I can't show you what it looks like. It looks like, I don't know, can you see that? So it's this logo right here when you look it up in the App Store, and then you just have to sign into it. I don't know what the deal is, but the sign-in information was different for a lot of us. Me, I used my rep ID. I don't know if it's because I got it when we used it during convention, but a lot of the girls on my team, they used their own username or their personal name, and that's how they signed in. So try it all 3 times if you can't get in, and then that's when you say, hey, it's not working for me. But if you try it and it's not working, reach out to your upline. They might have some tricks up their sleeves to get it to work, because I know my girls, everyone that came to me and said, hey, this isn't working for me, we were able to figure it out. So before you freak out and panic, reach out to your upline and they can guide you to how to make it work. But it's very self-explanatory. It tells you, like, invite your prospect, manage your prospects. There's training videos for you to work. They have like updating your why. So I think it's really good because it tells you when these people are watching the videos. So you know that they're serious because they're taking the time to go in and look at things. But that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Takes a long time. So Tasha said it takes a long time to load. And those not at convention, you need to use your username. So, okay, that makes sense. I use my rep ID because I was at convention. Everyone who wasn't, you use your username. So that answered that question. Any questions on that before we pass it on over to Angie? No? Okay. So we are going to have Miss Angie share a little bit about her story and her success, because I don't know if you guys saw. Let me pull it up right now because Angie's numbers are freaking insane, you guys. And Angie just started. So she is somebody that if you are not following her, you might want to check her out because what she's doing is pretty badass. So for the entire month of November, let's see. Does anybody know her numbers on the top of your head? I haven't memorized it, but Angie brought in 25 new customers and 21 new reps. So I don't know about you guys, but somebody who's doing that, I want to know what they're doing. So we're going to pass it over to Miss Angie, and she's going to share some of her secrets with us so we can duplicate just like her. So Miss Angie, go ahead and unmute yourself, girlfriend.
I'm unmuted, but I'm having problems with my tripod here. So anyways, hey everyone, I'm Angie. I live in Surprise, Arizona, and I'm just going to share with you guys some things that have worked for me. I'm just going to hold this, so I hope it doesn't shake too much, but it's not staying on there. So some things that have worked for me really well. I did come from other businesses. However, I did not bring my team from that business. So this is brand new to me. I didn't bring any reps. I didn't bring any customers. They're all just people that I have created relationships with on Facebook in general. So first thing that I've always done for the past 2 years since I've been in network marketing is being consistent on Facebook. I have always posted, and it's not been business or products or anything like that. It's always just been my life. And anyone that knows me on here or outside on Facebook knows that what I've been through. So most people, when I post, they're like, they can relate to that. Domestic violence is one, bad childhood is another, single mom is another. Like those are things that people can relate to. And so that's what really attracts people to you, is whatever it is that your story is. And I know I hear a lot of people going, well, I'm not comfortable sharing my story. I'm not comfortable putting that on Facebook. Well, then you're probably not comfortable running a business on Facebook, because unfortunately, that's what attracts people to you, is your story and your truth. And so whatever that is for you, you need to find that and you need to share it. And you may not be comfortable doing it. Do you guys think I want to put on Facebook that I used to like being in a domestic violence situation? No, because everyone looks at me and they're like, you're such a strong woman. And when I post stuff like that, people are like, what? They get a different outlook on me. But they don't. It's more like they trust you more, because they're like, oh my gosh, I can do that too. I used to be in a domestic violence situation. I used to be a single mom. I used to be broke. I used to be in debt. Like I lost my house. I did all those things. And so when you can relate to someone is when someone is like, what are you doing? They feel like they can create a business too, right? Because a lot of people, they only see success. They see all these people doing all these amazing things and they're like, that's not me. I can't do that. No, I'm in this shitty situation. Whereas if you are sharing your truth, people can relate and they're like, I can do this too. And so they reach out. Another thing is what I see is like everything's public on my page. I know a lot of people, they don't want to show their kids. They don't want to show certain things. But to me, it's like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I've had small kids, so I don't understand this, but like, I don't understand not showing your kids on Facebook, because like you go to the grocery store and people see your kids, they can take pictures. And so to me, it's more public, but whatever you're comfortable with. But for the most part, I think people need to have all of their posts public. They want to know that you have kids. They want to know you have a husband. They want to know you have a job. They want to know that you have struggles. All the things. They just want to be able to relate to you. And that goes back to my first thing that I just said. But honestly, that's what it is people just want to relate to you. Know, like, and trust you is when they buy from you. And share vulnerability posts. You know, I shared one tonight about me being a single mom, and I was broke. And I was in a domestic violence situation, and I got through that. And look at me now, like I'm so different than I was 12 years ago. And a lot of that I can thank to network marketing. I'm not talking financial part of it, but the self-development, the whole like mind frame, mindset, all of that is so different than I was even 2 years ago. So, you know, if I was in a situation now with domestic violence, I'd be like, honey, like that ain't gonna happen. It would never fly, because I'm such a different and more strong person than I was back then, right? Show your personality. People know I'm dating. and they know that it's funny. And I'll put my dating stuff on there. And I shared this last night on our team thing. Like every morning I share in the colored background, because Facebook gets most interaction with the colored backgrounds with the short, the big lettering. And I put on there a dating funny, like, oh, we should be able to compare, we should be able to have a man fax, kind of like a car fax. We should be able to contact the previous owners, right? Like people get a kick out of that because they've been there. They either are dating, they've dated, or they're married and they still think it's funny because they've been there at some point, right? So they relate to you. Those are things that people just get a kick out of. And so that's my personality. I'm funny, I'm sarcastic, and that's what I show on Facebook. I'm not any different in person than I am on Facebook. You're not going to meet me in person and be like, whoa, you're so different. And a lot of people try and do that. They try and get on Facebook and become someone else. And just be you, you guys. Like seriously, just be you, and it will totally change the game for you. Another thing is I send invites every single day. I put down, and that's different goals for different people. Okay. If you want to send one invite a day, great. If you want to put a goal for yourself to send 5 or 10, great. Whatever that is for you, do it. Don't break. Like if you guys have seen or read Girl Wash Your Face, she always talks about like not breaking promises to yourself, right? Like stop breaking promises to yourself. If you're like, okay, I'm going to set a goal for 1 invite a day, and then you don't send 1 invite a day, you send 1 invite a week, you're breaking that promise to yourself. You wouldn't do that to your kids. You wouldn't do that to your husband or wife. So why are you doing that to yourself? And so that's really set home for me, is like, I'm going to set these goals for myself, and I'm not going to break that promise. And I have not since this business. Find new contact or connects. Like I always find new contacts, new friends, new people to connect with. And I'm not talking about business or product or anything like that. I will just message them and say, hey, how are you today? Or I'll see a post that that I liked, and I'll comment on the post, but then I'll go message them too and say, girl, I loved that post. It was super motivational. Keep killing it. And they're like, thank you so much. And the conversation starts from there. And that's just genuinely building conversations. It's not weird. You're not trying to like reach out to somebody and like be creepy and like, oh, how many kids do you have? Like, oh, I love, like, what do you do for a living? That gets weird and people are uncomfortable doing that. So if you find a genuine way to just reach out, and that means by post, like if you see somebody and you're like, I love their post or I love their clothes. Hey, where did you get that shirt? Send them a message. It really just goes back to the basics of building relationships. But for whatever reason on Facebook, people get weird and they start to think like, oh my gosh, that's weird. Like I'm not going to send them a message. Well, if you're in an elevator and you like their shirt, you're going to go, I like your shirt. Where did you get it? You're not going to wait till like a week from now and send them a message or a text, right? You're just going to ask. Send messages to people. Oh, I kind of said that. Send invites to events. So when you guys had, when we all had the event in November, that was a great way to kind of not really cold message, but kind of. It was like a cold message, but not like a spammy cold message. It was kind of like, hey, I'm just kind of inviting you to this thing. If you're open, great. If not, no big deal. That way, people aren't like, oh my gosh, she totally like asked me for my product. And I had so many people like, yes, heck yes, please invite me. Not only did that add them to the group, but it also got invited to the event. So a lot of people didn't show up for the event because you have to be on live. And some people can't make it, but they're in the group now. So now you're getting dripped on. So when you post in there, your friends post in there, they're starting to see and they come around. I always send messages to people who like my stuff. So even if it's a picture or a selfie or whatever the case, I always go back around in a couple of days and say, hey girls, thank you so much for your support on my post. I appreciate all the support I can get. Have a stellar day. Say it every time, and it works every time. No one's ever weirded out about that. They don't message me and go, don't ever message me and tell me thank you. No, they're just appreciative that you're appreciative. So if you show appreciation, they'll show it back. And that calls for, if they ever want something that you have to offer, they're going to come to you, right? Live videos. I know you guys, most of you or some of you hate live videos. I don't love them either, but just do them. When I first launched my business, I was like super uncomfortable because I was switching from one to another, and it was, I knew people were going to judge. I knew people were going to say, oh my God, here she goes, not again, I got another business. But I was like, screw it. I don't care what people think. I'm going to do what's best for me and what I love. And I went live. I go live maybe once every 2 weeks about the products. Half the people didn't see it, and half the people might want to see it again. It doesn't matter. Go live about the products and explain what they do, because believe it or not, I was telling Megan tonight, like, I had a girl that I signed up for a business 2 years ago, and today I reached out to her and asked her if she was open to looking at this, and she's like, I'm already a distributor. I'm like, girl, that was 2 businesses ago. Like, we're talking 2 years ago. She didn't even know I was doing the copy. So people don't pay attention. So you have to understand, when you're reaching out to people, people are not seeing your stuff on Facebook. That's just Facebook stuff. So you just have to know that they're not going to see that. Giveaways are another one. When I did my launch video, I gave away a 2-day sample. I know that not everyone can do that financially, and that's okay. But if you can, 2-day giveaways or something like that, it gives you an opportunity to get out there and have people comment and see your stuff. And you have an opportunity to post and say, hey, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm doing a live video tonight, something like that. It gets them on your video to see and hear the information. You're also adding them again to that group. Follow-ups are super important. If you guys, I use Teamzy. I know some of you cannot afford it, and that's okay. I don't like paying $30 a month either, but I love Teamzy. It has like changed the game for me, because I didn't realize how many people were slipping through the cracks with follow-ups. And whatever method you guys use, if you use paper and pen, whatever, like, it just works really well. But make sure that you're really keeping track of your people, because so many people I followed up with, a lot of people read your messages and they've ignored you, and you get butthurt, right? I do too. So you're like, oh my God, they didn't even like freaking answer my question or answer my message. People are driving. They might answer at a red light. They might answer during a busy moment, and they forget. I've forgotten many times to people that are like very high in the industry. They've messaged me and I don't even think about it. So don't take it personal and just always follow up. But those are the people that usually fall through the cracks, because you think that they don't want to hear from you because they've ignored you. And then just be sure to add to the group. Always ask them, whatever type of conversation you're having about the product and stuff, if you're just reaching out and asking if they're open, ask them, are you okay with me adding you to this group? If they say yes, okay, look for an invite from the Dynasty Happiness Project, whatever. And then I always tell them, let me know when you've been added so I can or tag them in a post. Otherwise, they don't see, or you don't know if they've been added. It's hard to see. And doing live videos just to add value. It doesn't have to be product and opportunity, of course. Like, you want to just add value, whether that be something motivational. And I said this again yesterday on my team page, so it's going to be repetitive to some of you. But if you guys have small kids and you want to do hacks for like 10 hacks on how to get your kids out the door sooner, you know, cooking hacks, or whatever it is that you guys are interested in, do those videos. People love that stuff. People love hacks, the word hacks. If you YouTube hacks, you'll get pages and pages and pages of hacks for anything. So whatever hacks you have in your life, share them. Whatever you think is valuable to you is probably valuable to 90% of your freaking Facebook, but you guys think it's not. So just go live about that, and you'll find your groove of like what it is that your network likes. A lot of you guys are network marketing people, and you know how to network on Facebook. Go on Facebook and freaking share those tips. You don't have to be someone like Ray Higdon to share this shit. Like, you learned it from whoever you learned it from. Go learn it and teach it. And I think that's it. Treat it like a business is really, you know, a lot of people, they message me and they say, I'm not getting anything. Well, are you treating this like a business, or are you treating it like a hobby? And that's perfectly fine if you want it to be a hobby. But then don't come complaining to me if you're not making any money. So that's all I have.
That was amazing, Angie. I hope you guys took freaking notes, because she just dropped some mad freaking value and truth bombs, and clearly she's killing it. So she kind of knows what she's talking about, right? I mean, right. So wanted to end the call, you guys, with some super exciting stuff. Okay. So everyone loved when we did our huge live event from Georgia, right? We had like 3,000 views on that, right? Everyone loved when we did our week-long Black Friday giveaway, right? Tons of people. Okay, honey, I'm on the phone or on a call. Tons of people that were plugged into Black Friday, super excited. We had a huge surge in business. So every month we want to do like a sneak peek of some sort to get that momentum and that surge and people excited every single month. So December 10th is Monday. Next Monday, we are starting a sneak peek. We're going to do giveaways. We're going to have prizes. We're going to do a sneak peek in the Dynasty Happiness Project. I know a lot of you have not watched the duplication training. The Dynasty Happiness Project is the only group, ATM, prospect funnel group, customer group, that we are using now. We want to simplify it. We don't want you having to worry about adding customers to this group, prospects to this group, and all these freaking bright, shiny objects that are confusing you. Simplify it, okay? So we're going to use the Dynasty Happiness Project. You're going to add all your prospects and all your customers to that group. In that group, starting on Monday, we are going to have a sneak peek. We're going to have people doing live videos, sharing their story with the success of the products and the success of the business. We're going to have some fun giveaways. It's Christmas, like it's the holiday season. We're going to have some fun with it. Like, this is my favorite time of year to market because it's so fun, and all of the crazy shit you can do with Christmas hats and ugly sweaters. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some cool giveaways. We're going to do a sneak peek. Start inviting now. Start promoting it on your social media pages now, all the way up until that week. And through that entire week, I'm still inviting and still adding people into it, even if they're not starting on Monday. Don't feel like, oh, if I didn't get people in on Monday the 10th, I'm going to stop inviting for the week. No. Keep inviting into that all week long, even while it's still ongoing, so they can still get bits and pieces of it and see everything that's going on. So make a note of that we have a sneak peek starting on Monday. What we want this to do is we want a huge surge in December. I know people think, oh, it's the holidays, people aren't going to order. It's actually the complete opposite, guys. Like, people love spending money this time of year. Our happy coffee, our dose, makes a great Christmas present. Who doesn't want to give the gift of happiness to a loved one, right? Great stocking stuffers, great white elephant gifts. You guys, we do white elephant gifts with my husband's family. Guess what they're getting? They're getting happy coffee. So great white elephant gifts, great gifts. People love spending money this time of year, and it's only your mindset. So if you tell yourself, people don't order this time this year, no one's going to order, then guess what's going to happen? No one's going to order because you're projecting that onto your prospects. But if you think in abundance and that you're going to have amazing surge of customers and amazing surge of business partners, that's what's going to happen. So we're going to help you by doing this amazing sneak peek starting on Monday the 10th. So that is what we just wanted to end the call with today. Wanted to let you guys get off in 30 minutes or less. Thanks everyone for hopping on. 41 people. You all are rock stars. We appreciate you carving time out of your family and your lives to be here and be committed to plugging into your business, because that truly means so much. So have a good night. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.